How you doing?
How's it going?
What are you doing here today?
We're protesting Gap and Banana Republic and Old Navy and all stores like that because they use sweatshops and child labor to make their products and that sort of thing.
In what way? Tell me about that.
There are sweatshops on every continent besides Antarctica where the workers are extremely underpaid and the working conditions are ridiculous. They use children, younger than 12 do lots of things, and they get paid, almost no wages at all. And in fact, in one case in Cambodia, where a worker was protesting his wages, he was shot for being on strike.
Shot by who? Shot by riot police?
Shot by the Cambodian police, basically.
Yeah. I heard about the Fisher family buying up a bunch of land in Mendocino County. I'm actually from Humboldt County, from that area.
Oh yeah?
So that kind of gets under my skin.
Yeah, they're.
About what happened?
I guess what happened was they bought up a bunch of land up there, and they are clearing the forest to build houses so they can make more money. But they do own all of these shops. The Old Navy, Banana Republic, the Gap, shops that use, basically slave labor.
So, what's wrong with the Red campaign? What's the problem there?
The Red campaign was, I think, started by Bono, and it was originally just supported by the Gap. And what's happening is now it's like, Save Africa. If you buy these red, the red line, you're going to be helping Africa. But in reality, the people that support that, like the Gap, they have sweatshops in Africa.
So, how did you hear about this protest? How do you know about this? How did you get to be a part of it?
Actually, it was her right here.
Hi.
Hello.
What's your name?
My name is Carly Barnacle.
Did you organize this?
Yes, I organized this.
Why did you organize it?
Well, it's basically an attack to the Red brand that Gap is contributing to.
Right.
It's just a blatant hypocrisy because if they want to be a part of the solution to Africa's problems, then they need to stop being a part of the problem. They have sweatshops all over Africa. And a sweatshop, for all of you who don't know, a sweatshop is a place who employs children, makes them work overtime without paying them, sexually harasses women. And their 2004 social responsibility report admitted to health and safety problems ranging from unsafe machinery to child labor violations. They didn't pass the standards, and they haven't passed the standards. So they are a part of the problem that they claim to be helping. So it's blatant hypocrisy. That's why we're here today protesting it.
How did you organize this? How did you get the word out?
Well, this is a group of friends. Some people are in Amnesty International, some people are part of Forest Ethics, but basically we're just a group of concerned people.
Yeah, I read about this on the Indie Media, San Diego.
Yes, I posted a blog on that also.
Oh, that was you. Okay. I'm actually what I'm doing is I'm working on a documentary about community media and local media and media ownership and how it's really stifling voices of the local community. So let's say if you hadn't had Indie Media to put the word out a little bit about this, how do you think you would have? Would you have been able to get this many people out here?
Probably not.
No.
I mean, but a lot of these people are our friends, so it did spread with word of mouth. But the blog, it did help a lot. And really, we can't get it out any other way besides Indie Media.
Yeah.
We can't announce it on the news.
Yeah. Well, are you familiar with Free Radio San Diego?
I've heard of them. I have. Yes.
Yeah. For events like this, you should really try and talk to them because they actually put out.
I don't know what station they are, but
96.9.
96.9.
They put out a lot of community bulletins and PSAs and stuff for stuff like this.
Okay.
You can just send them an email. Their website is pirate969.org.
All right.
And so, for future events, it's a way to get the word out.
Thank you. Free Radio.
Free Radio San Diego.
Thank you very much.
Can I maybe get a shot of all of you with your sign?
Oh yeah, sure. You want a shot of all of us with our signs? Jacob, you want a shot of all of us with our signs? True? Watch out, there's...
Sorry about that, people.
Yeah, they're coming up front. Where's Jennifer?
This is
right, thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
Hi, what's your name?
Hey, Jacob Browning.
How'd you hear about this?
I remember hearing, actually, I saw a thing on TV about how Oprah was supporting Bono's push to support the whole Red campaign by Gap.
Yeah. And did you read about this on the Indie Media website, or are these friends of yours? Or?
These are friends of mine too. So I heard, yeah, through I'm connected with these guys. Yeah, but I partly came up with the idea with the girl you just talked to. We were watching TV and Oprah was talking about how it was so great, and we were like, wait a second, don't they have sweatshops? Doesn't Gap, operate on sweatshops? And we did some research and found out that on 6 of the 7 continents of the world, besides Antarctica, they got a sweatshop on every continent. And are not meeting standards for safety, for pay, for anything like that. So we just think that as long as Gap is trying to be part of the solution by the whole Red campaign and sending money to fight AIDS in Africa, they should also try to stop being part of the problem.
Do you think you're having an impact at all? Do you think?
I understand that a lot of people don't care, and honestly, I'm not going to try to come out here and talk anybody into anything that they don't believe in. I'm looking for people that are open-minded and are curious about what we're talking about. Like, if they're willing to have somebody talk to them, then that's my goal. If I can say some things that'll hopefully open the eyes of a couple people, then that's a couple people that I've helped, be aware of what's going on in the hypocrisy.
Absolutely. As far as spreading the word about these kind of protests, do you think traditional media outlets would have given this any play at all? Like,
no, I don't think
anything in the newspaper. Or
I don't think traditional media really would have had much play in this, because if you look at how big this Red campaign has gotten for Gap, you've got Converse supporting it, you've got Motorola supporting it. You've got the entire Gap company, you've got Bono, you've got Oprah, all real big titles and images in the media, which means if all those people are supportive of it, they're probably going to be pretty outspokenly against people who don't think it's a good idea.
Right, and these are people who can afford to advertise.
Right, exactly. Yeah, the people that have the ability and have the money to advertise are the people that are for Gap and for Red, because they've got money invested in it.
Right. I can't really think of anything else. Anything else you want to add about this?
That's pretty much all I want to say. Thanks a lot, man.
Yeah, thank you.
Definitely appreciate